Ah, ah. Yep, he's drowning in a sea of
God,
alcohol.
no, I can't. Oh wait, I'll be fine.
Oh, you're right there. You're
Oh,
okay.
here we go, y'all. Savage AF, you know what it is, man. Forget your feelings. Facts
Facts
matter
matter. Or do they? Do facts really matter?
to
Yeah,
some
they
of
do.
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
This is Shang. I'm throwing it over
You
to
know what it is?
Pedro.
That's the homie Shane.
Hold
I'm
on.
Black Pedro. Savage AF. We're here
You
for you
gotta catch it.
live.
You gotta catch it.
Oh wait.
Right? Oh, the wrong way. Right. He got
Hey.
it. All right.
All right, man. Savage AF, you know what we do, man. We're here for you live Monday through Friday, typically at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically. On YouTube and Facebook, typically.
Typically.
Unless
Say
flags come out.
typically again. Say it again, nigga.
Say it one
Say
more
it again, nigga. Typically. Okay.
But
First off, what's typically mean?
like most of the time, it's typical for
Well,
us to
hold
do
up
it.
then. Then why the fuck you say most of the
But
time?
because sometimes it don't happen.
Then say
Sometimes
sometimes then. It doesn't matter. Yo, I'm sorry. I got problems, issues.
yeah.
And but no, we're
We know
here.
what it is, man. Savage
We're
AF.
here.
We're here for you. We're live right now. Uh, you know, uh, if you ever miss us live though on YouTube or Facebook, just know that heroin, hard drugs, has taken over your life, and you
And
need to find redemption.
if you missed our show, your mama is a hoe. Bars!
Oh, oh,
Bars.
oh. But you can find redemption and you can unhole your mama by going to dehoify her.
Dehoification
Yes.
of your slutty moms.
It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now.
And
YouTube.com
go
slash
to that.
C slash Savage AF World, all one word. And that's where our YouTube channel, and it houses, it is the encapsulation of all of our episodes.
And once
So
you get
they're
there, don't
archived
be
there.
listen, people.
Don't
Don't be
yoke
a
it out.
fool. Don't be a fool.
Mhm.
Do what you fucking gotta do. Ring the bell, click the bell. And it's not over. I know you think it's over, but it's not over because we need this. That's a big thumbs up. If you like some of the content, if you don't like the content,
Flush your head down the toilet.
yeah.
It's not possible, so that's a joke.
Yeah, nobody start that shit. Jesus. I'm so sick of that, man. Where we gotta be tiptoe around like, hey, didn't mean to say that. Sorry. But we got AJ Fit in here talking about bench pressing hoes. Listen, hey, what's up, AJ Fit? Maya Baker's in the building. Sandy English.
Miss here.
English.
Damani Jones. I see her. My mother's here. My mother is here, so
Mama!
I'll be on my worst behavior.
Mama Pedro. No, I'm a Hernandez. Okay, she's Mama Hernandez. Okay, make sure that you do that. Also, make sure you check us out not only there, but also on YouTube. On Facebook. If you got Facebook and you're watching us through Facebook, because we have had some technical difficulties with Facebook, it's back up. So, but make sure if you're on that page, subscribe to the page. What is the page, man? Tell them the page.
Savage A. Dot F. Dot. It's 2 dots. Woo, 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 like the Three Stooges shit. Like it's A. Dot F. Dot. Savage A. Dot F. Dot. Savage AF. You know what it is, man. So get us on the Facebook. Now listen. I don't know if you guys realize, but one of the most critical parts of life for a comedian and other entertainers out there is
tell them
what I've shortened down because I know we don't have a lot of time.
But tell them, man.
It's to the IG, man. If you don't have time to say Instagram or IG, just call it the IG. You can save these two comedians' lives.
Okay? Right here. And you know what you do? You go to @Black Pedro, you follow, and then all of a sudden Your skin's clearer. Your relationships are better. You know, and you're not done.
Your car's running smoother.
Everything.
At Comedian Shang.
Yeah.
And that's when you will get a stable of unicorns.
All right. And look, gold is what we're saying. So make sure you do that. We got a lot of people in the feed. What's up, Queen B in the building? Monty Jones in the building. You got to say it like that. That's the or the Chuck D version. In the building.
Hey, kill him with it. You know what it is, kids. Look up Public Enemy if you don't know what it is.
Wow, right. That's true. They might not know who Public Enemy is.
Some of these kids out here, yeah, you know.
Sad.
All right, Savage AF, man. Bronda, we see you as well. Welcome to it.
What's up, Bronda?
Queen B, we see you as well. Welcome to it. All right, man. So let's get into it today. It is Thursday.
But just a quick question, Bronda. How did the whole sex transition go? I mean, I know you've been saving up for it for a long time, and I'm hoping everything went really well with the transition from, you know, whatever you decided to do. Just wanted to put that out there.
That's it.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. just a moment of just,
you know, that got personal, but
yeah, very personal.
Savage AF, y'all. All right, so it's Thursday, November 17th, 2022.
Why did you say it like that? It's Thursday.
Come on, guys. Let's get this.
Come on, guys. Come on.
We've almost made it through this week. It's 2022 time space continuum. Dr. Strange, where you at? We are going to end today's show with a SHANGRY. Sounds like a wine, but it's really a SHANGRY.
No, it's a SHANGRY.
This man has his own brand of emotions, you know, and that's hard to do. It's hard to.
And this one's called dancing.
There you go. But today's SHANGRY.
Yeah.
Cash rules everything around me. Dollar bill, y'all. That's what it is today.
Yeah, I had to shorten it because I wanted to get
No.
But you know the whole verse, though, don't
you? Get the money.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all did.
No, but yeah, I know you shortened it.
Yeah. I just had to shorten it because very clear.
Oh,
wow. The woo.
Okay. Yeah. Before that, though, we got a Black Pedro popping for y'all.
Yeah, this one's angry. This one should be my SHANGRY because I was already gonna say something about this shit.
Well, you can obviously you will be chiming in, so let's talk. But it will be. We're talking about the new battlefield politically, and its education. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that,
damn,
Bronda said didn't happen yet. You still owe me 5 G's. Run me my money, Shane.
5 G's in what? For what? What did I say I was gonna do?
You placed a lot of bets.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry.
Bringing back our favorite segment, our most critical question. Yeah, motherfucker, say what for you today?
Yep.
We're gonna talk about Mike Pence and the things that came out of his fly attracting mouth.
Yeah,
his shitmonger mouth. All right, let's talk about it. But before we get into that, it's funny how you go from being a piece of shit to being a hero on January 6th and then go right back to being a piece of shit.
No, he's shit-horrific. Like,
yeah,
he's shit montastic. I put a mon in there because he's monstrous. So he's just one of the worst human beings because he's the most flip-floppy, but he has that straightforward white male look, that hello. And so, yeah. But we'll get into this first thing, which is monumental. This is a big thing. Let's get into it.
Yeah. So, and this
some big shit.
I debated between which was the motherfucker say whattiest of the two, between what Pence said and
I think that this one's bigger.
But starting off at the top, there is going to be an official changing of the guard of the leadership of the Democrats, and starting most notably with that woman right there, Nancy Pelosi. Who I believe since 2007 has been the leader of the Democrats in the House.
Right.
And that is a fantastic run.
Yeah, and she's stepping down. You know the real reason she's stepping down.
You think it's because of the political violence?
It's political violence, but also I saw another article on it. She wants to spend time with her husband and family more because this made her realize after her husband got hit. By the way, for the people who don't know, bludgeoned with a hammer, and this dude was going after her actually. So she wants to spend more time, and also she's been working so hard, she got to get a party on.
She's like, yo, I got a lot of good wine in this motherfucker.
I'm about to get fucked up. Why are her arms so hairy?
I don't think those are her arms. But,
but you know what? But it works. But it worked though.
And it is unfortunate what happened to her husband, Queen B. I see you out there. But it's not the other part of it. And the reason why we want to talk about it is that it's not just about Nancy herself. And then Nancy Pelosi, longtime Speaker of the House. It's not just about her, but Steny Hoyer, Jim Clyburn, they're also stepping down from their leadership roles. Steny Hoyer actually endorsed Hakeem Jeffries, seemingly righteous brother. Right. Who is part of
that's messed up. We gotta say seemingly.
Well, I mean,
and then he pulls his pants down and get on Kanye.
I mean, listen,
briefs.
Yeah, politics is finicky like that, right? Like,
right, yeah, but
one motherfucker vote on one bill you don't like, and you're like, that nigga's a sellout. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but so far he is.
Why did you sound like the cop in like
Boys in the Hood?
I hate you niggas.
No, but
like, man,
Bernie Mac.
You need
don't be a menace.
Yeah, you need a back rub. Fuck wrong with you? But Pelosi. Maya said Pelosi also supports him.
Yeah. Great. So, but what you see is this unified
unity,
a unified passing of the baton from the quote unquote old guard of the Democratic Party, is specifically within the House, on to the next generation. And it's at an interesting time because they are losing power in the House. But there's been extemporaneous circumstances with Nancy Pelosi and her husband. But it is also kind of like a rebuilding fight back time for the Democrats in the House.
But they got to get somebody that comes in,
and they're calling in the new blood.
Right. Yeah, they got to get the new blood, but the new blood got to be about that life. They got to be about that knuckle up.
I think Hakeem Jeffries is.
Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries is, but I'm talking about across the board with those three people stepping down, which is understandable because they've been in the mix for a long time, especially Nancy Pelosi, and she's been through three presidents. Bush, Obama, Clinton, I believe this. And so I think that she needs a break, man, because imagine this is the other thing when I was reading the article, because I read while I'm on the toilet because I like stuff going in while stuff's coming out. I'm one of those people that, I try to keep the flow of the circle of life. That's what I call it when I'm shitting and reading. The bottom line is she's lived with a life of death threats, especially during the Trump administration. Yeah. I call it the cunt administration because they all cunts. You bitches, wait till I see you in the street, motherfuckers. But aside from that, that got a little aggressive. I don't want anybody to flag us. But I'm just saying,
we're past the 5-minute mark. So
I know we're five. It's too late.
we're well
in a minute and a half in. I said everybody's
well into the show now.
But no, she has been dealing with death threats. And if you look at when they were trying to attack the Capitol, she was one of the targets. When they were going after the Capitol, she was definitely one of the targets. It was like, where's Nancy Pelosi? We're going to kill Nancy Pelosi. So I would imagine that and her family and the pressure on that shit would wear on anybody. And she's what, 80?
She's in her 80s. I think she might be 82.
Actually. Yeah, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? I am not mad at her, especially the shit that happened with her husband. If anything, like if I did comedy and somebody bludgeoned my wife with a hammer, and luckily he lived.
Over a joke that you did or whatever?
It's like, I didn't like that. Hey, man, I didn't like that joke, man. Dwarfs ain't to be, You're not supposed to come on dwarfs' heads. Like that kind of shit. Then I'd be like, you know what? I need to spend time with my family, and I hope that she gets some kind of detail to protect her, because it's not going to end, Pedro. They're going to still try to get her. You know.
Yeah, well, and you know that I guess that's well, not I guess, but it is an important part to note that she's not leaving Congress. She's just stepping
leaving,
down,
right? But
from her leadership position. And she is 82 years old. Maya Baker confirms. Yeah,
she is 82.
She's 82. Yeah.
Right.
Nicole H. also welcome 10 Jumpin' Jacks for being late. Now, Maya brings up another important point. She says not so much in the GOP, which is a line I wanted to draw as well in this story is while we're looking at a unified step down of all the sort of Democratic leadership in the House, on the Republican side,
we're looking at a step up.
Well, they upheld Mitch McConnell survived his challenge from Rick Scott. So they're going with the old guard in the GOP.
And what's his name? What's the guy that's name that's going to be the leader of the House now? I mean, the leader of
Kevin McCarthy.
Kevin.
Well, it's not confirmed,
but he pretty much is.
I think. Well, no. I think depending on the margin in the
it's going
in terms of power, in terms of the seats, I think he's going to have to get some Democratic support. I'm not sure.
But Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be basically the de facto Speaker of the House, because her crazy ass, when she's not eating paint chips, you know, she is going to be there. Because, yeah, you know that. I mean, you know, see, there's little kids that ate paint chips because they weren't aware of it. She does it as an adult. Like, she still eats paint chips. And the bottom line is, I think she's going to run it because they're still afraid of the base. They're still afraid of Trump. Trump just announced that he's running for office. And these motherfuckers is quiet as a mouse pissing on cotton. That's an old school saying, by the way. And I'm sure if your mom's still listening, she'll know what I'm talking about. But no, I'm just telling you, man, I think that they're still bitched. They still getting bitched by Trump. And I think that McCarthy's going to get bitched by Trump. And then you got, he's going to get bitched by, what's her name? Marjorie Taylor Trapezoid Green.
Hunchback.
Yeah.
Gorilla in the mystery.
You know, ain't a woman supposed to have a neck like this.
Green Rilla?
Yeah. That motherfucker.
I got next. She just show up at places and be like, I got next.
She always
ma'am, this is a restaurant. I got next.
Okay, but see, Nicole A says Trump is old as dirt too, but the motherfucker's still running. He's running for
president again. Yeah.
For president and for the most indicted, the most impeached president rerunning of all time. And I think he won the record. I think he won. Let's give him a hand. Let's give him a hand.
I think
you old orange cunt. Yeah.
I really think that the media, and by the time we really get into it, it's also the earliest announcement in presidential history. Like we're just off the heel. He's 2 years out. But I really think that the media, everything's gonna eat him up. I think he's gonna be in jail or in trial. But
me and Pedro was talking about this last night.
It's not gonna be a successful campaign.
Pedro is so fucking wrong. That, like, I'm worried about you, Pedro. I'm worried that something is off in your chemical balance in your brain.
Well, then you might want to check on Maya Baker first.
You know what, Maya? You know what? For everybody in the feed, another $3,000. $3,000 each one on everything.
Somebody was keeping tally. Somebody's like, "You owe me $5,000." I was like, "That's a specific number."
That's a very.
She's like, "Because it was the time over the shoes." And then,
yeah.
But listen, Maya Baker says DeSantis will get the GOP nod. Trump will run as an independent, and we will have 4 more years of Dem leadership.
Oh, Maya.
Lead us, Maya.
Maya. Okay, first off, you and Pedro both need to stop doing the crack. Crack is whack. Crack's out of style. What are you doing?
It smells so good.
But I'm saying, are you kidding me? What? Listen, y'all both. Maya, you need to stop drinking those fentanyl shakes. You are a little wacky. You're acting a little crazy. There's no fucking way.
But if she don't drink them, then she gets the fentanyl shakes.
If
You know what I'm
Trump
saying?
goes against DeSantis, which probably will be the case, DeSantis
You mean
will
DeSantis goes against Trump?
No,
Because now Trump's the first announcement now. So
it'll be DeSantis. If DeSantis goes against
who's going to
Trump,
run against him now?
Very good point. Very good point. He's going to get his ass stomped because 34% minimum of the base are part of the Trump cunt orange cult. Say that 4 times. But that is what it is. And DeSantis don't got that kind of juice. And I'd rather watch, it's the George Carlin joke, watching DeSantis, I'd rather watch flies fuck. That's, he's just not, he don't got that, whereas in Trump got that evil. Like,
speaking of evil, listen, Roger Stacker says, how can a motherfucker do that much damage to our democracy and still be allowed to run for president? The shit show begins. Roger Stacker, I'm with you all the way to the point in which I say that by the time we actually get into the crux of an election season for the presidency, that Trumpty Dumpty will be in so much legal trouble, and potentially in jail already.
Look, I'm gonna tell Roger.
He will not be able to.
He
will not be a viable candidate.
Stop it.
By the time viability matters.
Pedro.
Bro, I could announce my president. I'm running for president, y'all.
Okay.
Vote for Pedro. Okay. I can announce that shit right now, nigga.
But Pedro, stop.
By the time it matters, he won't be.
Stop doing the opioids because you're high right now. But I'm just saying, y'all.
Nicole H says Trump got the juice. He's on the corn. He's like corn now.
You got the juice. The juice. I'm gonna tell you. First off, Roger, let me tell you why he can run that way. What? Because he's white. They dug down to the bottom of the Cracker Barrel and they pulled his red, orange toned ass up. Are you kidding me?
AJ Fit, welcome to it, brother. He says Trump said in his speech he wants all drug dealers to get life imprisonment. Actually, AJ, I'm glad you brought this up. I actually think he said he wanted the death penalty for anybody who's dealt drugs or any drug dealers or whatever. Like, so I thank you for bringing that up, but I'm gonna one up you and I actually think he said death penalty, man. Which is some crazy shit to say. But anyways, his announcement was has been already labeled as being, or lacking energy, and being a lackluster sort of announcement. So and he kind of rambled on because it's
he's crazy.
What the fuck is he gonna keep saying?
Okay, but check this out. Okay, the New York Times said Florida man announces.
Yes,
and it was really at the bottom. I felt like the New York Times, what they did is
I think it was the New York Post.
No, New York Post. They put a bunch of dicks in a punching bag and a boxing glove, and in a boxing glove, and they just beat him. They beat him with a boxing glove full of dicks. It was
getting dick knuckled.
Okay, your mom said Your mom said he said death to drug dealers.
Yeah, my mother, confirmed. He did say death for drug dealers.
And I did see the Herschel Walker. I already have it ready to go up on my IG. It's sad, but I'm not surprised. I'm stunned he didn't do a little spin tap dance while he was juggling watermelons and sucking the giant teat of the Trump, train, because that's what he's doing. It's the only reason he's doing it. But Nancy Pelosi, we'll jump back to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi stepping down. Who I think that we really need some young, fresh.
Well, I'm glad you said it like that. I'm glad you said it like that. Yeah. But also, I'm glad you said it because I did want to, just touch on Hakeem Jeffries and just, look at this as I think a positive transition to a new face of leadership for the Democratic Party within the House of Representatives. So, this is a guy, I believe he served on, if not both, one of the impeachment committees. and you know, he, like I said, seemingly righteous brother. You know what I mean? It's fucking politics. We never know what's gonna come out. But if he's gotten this far, he's probably clean. Maya Baker also says, "Here comes AOC." I'm not sure that the party, the Democratic Party,
they're not ready for her.
Is ready to vault somebody like her to leadership.
They're not going to do that.
As much as I would love to see it, I don't think
she is the realist, though. I listen to her,
but I don't think any of the squad is going to get promoted to leadership positions soon.
I don't think so either.
Without some sort of revolution. Well, you know, and I just mean political revolution within that caucus. Nicole H says we need all young people. Black Pedro for president. So that was a joke, Nicole. Like, don't write me in.
Well, no, I think that Pedro. Yeah, they're gonna find some shit in his past, and they'll be like, "So, yeah, what's this?"
I ain't gonna make it.
Okay, first off, what's this picture? And why is there a white girl hanging from your window?
I ain't gonna make it, dog.
Yeah, but
my purpose is in other realms.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, you'd begin about a week and they go, wow, this guy's intelligent. He's a Princeton grad. I love his demeanor. He's articulate. And then about right after that week, it'd be like, oh shit, didn't know he did all that. Oh well, next person.
My mother believes that Pramila Jayapal. And yeah, all those scenarios you just presented, Shane, could be possible for
Okay, I just want you to say, I want you to don't get mad at me. I want to say to your mom, you're wrong.
No, well, she said I thought Pramila Jayapal was in consideration.
No,
even if she is, I feel like Jayapal is squad adjacent.
She is.
She's not.
She is
because it's Rashid Tlaib. Ilhan Omar, AOC. Oh, right. Is it Pramila the fourth? I don't know. I thought there was another fourth.
No, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Nancy Pelosi made such an impact. She you know what? I give her props because she was impressive as fuck. She did her thing. She held bay to a lot of these like ornery old motherfuckers where she was old enough where she could hang with the old motherfuckers, but she did get a lot of young people that supported her. And I don't think she made as many missteps as you look back at the other people, you know, that were Speaker of the House. She was gangster.
I think she fought through and she got things done with slim margins.
And she was down with Rockefeller. I don't know if you see her throwing up this. No, she was.
Rocks in the building.
The rocks in the building.
My mother says Pramila is on the squad. All right. Well, there we go. We'll see.
It won't happen.
We'll see. None of
it
is.
Wow, they already see. Look, the hubba gonna come out the woodworks in front.
See why y'all can't just
Pedro, let me be your Secretary of Defense.
I've moved on. Speaking of moving on, man, on to our next topic. When you hear your boy say it, you're really gonna be like,
motherfucker, say what? Yeah, motherfucker, say what? Say yeah.
I think it was a CBS interview, but whatever.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
Michael Fly on my shithead Pence.
Yeah.
Said that Congress has no right to his testimony.
No, he has no right to be even sitting there. He should be dancing at the gay clubs like he wants to. In his heart,
nothing wrong with that, man.
Oh my God! Look at all these men with hair on their chest.
Live.
But he's the biggest bitch in the world of all bitches. Like if there was a bitch mountain, he would be at the top of bitch.
These guys oscillate so drastically. He went from admitting just a week ago that he was mad that Trump said, he's mad that Trump said that Mike Pence, caved or whatever. Like, and so to recognize publicly that, that shit pissed me off because it ain't true. And then to go to, but I shouldn't have to tell anybody about it. It's like,
yeah.
All while he is on a book promotional tour.
Well, that's
why he has a book out.
He's full of shit.
None of us are gonna read, but
everybody knows Mike Pence is full of shit, and that's his bosom buddy. secretly they're.
I really don't think anymore that they are.
I think they absolutely are.
No, they can't be.
I think so. Look at that.
Way.
Look at the love, man.
No. Listen, no, they sent like Mike Pence realizes that this man sent a fucking killer mob after him chanting "Kill Mike Pence."
Hang Mike Pence.
Hang Mike Pence. Yes.
And this is why when I look at white women, sometimes I go, I mean, it's almost like the TK joke. It's like, who raised you? I mean, why do you act like that? Look at this.
If anybody wonders why I have such a foul mouth, it's because of my mother. She says Pence is a serious wuss.
Don't you say that, Lolita.
Watch your mouth, Mom. He's a wussy. but he's a real embarrassment. I mean, not to me, and I know not to my mother, but he should be an embarrassment to himself, his family.
Not at all.
Definitely to his party. I'm sure
he should be embarrassment.
That's how that base feels
to all gays across the country because he won't admit because he still calls his wife mother or just real creepy shit. And
Queen Mom.
He still is. I still think he's trying to cater to the Trump base because he still is because he doesn't want to lose the Trump base, but at the same time he's still acting like he rah. He about that life. He ain't. Don't you understand, you Mike Pence bitch? You bitch of all bitches, like king and queen of bitches. They were gonna hang you. They were gonna hang you if they caught you. And a black man saved you. And for the people that don't know what I'm talking about in the feed, a black security guard saved him. He lured if they made a right, Mike Pence hanging from a fucking noose. If they made a left. Yeah, and he's like, come on, fuck you guys, come on. They're like, yeah, fuck that nigger. Let's go get him. Get that nigger. Nigger. And he ran up this, I don't know, there wasn't music like that. Then he ran up the steps, and as soon as he ran up step 4, the cops were like, yeah, come on. And they were ready to no, and then they were ready to knuckle. They was ready to knuckle up. But I'm telling you right now, he was saved. And when they asked fucking Trump to speak out and save his vice president, Trump's bitch ass never responded. If anything, he was like, well, if you kill him, then kill him. If he dies, he dies. They didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit.
Phenom Brown, Bonnie Chambers, welcome to it. We appreciate y'all. Nicole Sadler as well. Love y'all. All right, man. So you know what it is. This is
Pence is running for running too. By the way,
he's gonna run. Like, yeah, I think it's gonna be Pence, DeSantis. Again, I'm gonna say it out loud now, and please, everybody, write it down. But Trumpty Dumpty will not be a legitimately eligible candidate for the presidency of the United States in 2024.
That's not true at all.
By the time this is said and done, this motherfucker.
I need to speak to your mom for a second. Mama Hernandez, can you do me a favor? Make sure that you check on Pedro, see if his medications are all equal, because there's no fucking way, bro.
Hey, man, I decided to get off him.
There's no way, man. Look, we've been going through this shit for months, me and you and some of the people in the feed, and I've decided, you know what? Let's go with it. $2,500 each person.
That's it.
If Trump don't not only run for president, he's going to win over Satan. He's going to win over Pence because he's always on the fence. That motherfucker never really picks a side.
Pence.
Mike Pence.
on the fence, Pence.
On the fence, Pence. That's his new name. I'm telling you right now, $2,500 for everybody. If this don't happen.
Nicole H., I need you to keep tabs on how much Shang owes.
Okay, but she
said that's too much to write.
He's gotten away with everything. Look, Trump's got away with everything. It's
not over. The fight
white people.
The heat is on.
You cracker ass crackers, and I'm saying the white people because they call us nigga anyway.
Not all white people.
No, a lot of white people that are in a position of power have let this motherfucker slip and slide through all of his whole adult life, doing corrupt shit, all the way back to Atlantic City when it comes to the fucking casinos, all the way back when he was trying to get putting stuff in the newspaper about the Central Park 5. He's always been a cunt. He's always been a horrible human being. People say that about him all the time because it's true, and he's not going to go to jail because the fucking the AG and the DOJ those, little Tweety Bird bitches are not going to do a fucking thing.
Oh, he does look like a not angry bird.
That's
in the game.
They're not going to do anything, and Trump is going to sail to it. Now, will he beat a Democrat that is a qualified Democrat? By the way, Gavin Newsom. That's why I've officially said that's who I want to run. That's my guy. That's my guy. Either that or Sam Jackson.
Motherfucker, say what?
Motherfucker, I am so sick of these goddamn insurrectionists on the motherfucking plane.
By the way, my mother says we got 2 years yet. Stay tuned. So, there's time. Time will tell. Also, you might want to write this down, Shane.
It is not.
Tab is at 5,500.
No, it is not 5,500.
And I think that's per guest.
No, it's not. It was 20. Okay, it was 2,500. I
think this is the whole total of all the bets. But we'll see. We'll see. Savage AF, man. Where we at? Let's keep it pushing. On.
Yeah. Mike Pence. You know what? You know what it is. Come on, come out the closet, bro. It's a new day. Will and Grace was on. Man, live your life. Will and Grace was on 10 years ago. I mean, more than that. So it's okay to be a mainstream gay man and dance for the president on a pole while you spray echinacea on your ball sack
with avocado oil on you.
That's all I'm saying. Live your best. I'm living my best life. Live it.
You know what it is, y'all. All right, man. We're gonna keep it pushing, and as we do, it's gonna sound like
this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. All right, man. So this is actually a disturbing trend for me. But places like Virginia and Florida are really highlighting this new battlefield for them.
Right.
And obviously, in this case, I am not talking about Jewish people, but they.
Did you say Jewish?
The crackers I'm talking about. That's what we talking about. The other ones, the Nazis, the Germans. But in places, so in Virginia in particular.
Right. Louisiana too.
Yeah, I mean it's going on in a lot of places. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with Virginia for 1 second. Their Board of Education statewide is working hard right now to alter history. And somebody the other day, I think maybe it was Miss Aver, mentioned that the famous adage that the victors write history, right?
Right, that's true.
The winners, the people in power, those are the ones who determine what history is, quote unquote, right? And as we fight, for what we, as descendants of subjugates of this system in America, what we're looking for is our truth, is being actively fought against. I mean,
the truth.
The truth. Yeah. Right. Because you're absolutely. It is the truth.
The truth.
But it's it's only being experienced as our truth because it's not being treated as the truth. Is why I would phrase it like that.
Tell them.
But things like LGBTQ plus issues, social justice, holidays like Juneteenth, they wouldn't be part of the history standard in Virginia anymore if these measures go through.
Right. But did you know what's happening? And I found some information on it. They are mobilizing right now to stop, teaching critical race theory. This is in Virginia. Mm-hmm. This is and look at that dude's face. Good Lord. He looks like his
weathered, like he's been racist for a while.
He's been like, he's spelled.
That's resting hate face.
Yeah. And I mean, and these kind of signs, Education, not indoctrination.
Actually, the woman next to him, the older woman.
Yeah, she looks more.
She's been haggard by hate as
Racism.
well.
But this is their thought process. CRT is creating racial tension. No, it's not. It's creating racial facts, and that's.
It's
and
not
I love
even
this sign. Teach facts, not feelings.
First of all, again, critical race theory isn't even being taught.
All right.
At you know, elementary or secondary levels, right? It's a law school theory that is taught to talk about the bias in the so in the justice system. So that's where that stems from. It is not being taught to your third grader. So this Virginia, proposal draft says students should be exposed to historical facts, even when those facts are uncomfortable. But it does go on to say that teachers should work with students in age-appropriate ways that don't cause anyone in the classroom to feel guilty.
Oh, boo-hoo. But they don't give a fuck about black kids' feelings.
I mean, the idea, but also the idea that you can't teach white children about slavery without making them feel guilty is, preposterous to me. I mean, it's like, who's coming in teaching that? Like, how are they going to teach that class? Like, good morning, little cracker devils. Are you prepared to learn about the evil darkness that you come from?
It's like, this is the facts. Decipher it the way you want. Talk with your racist parents and see if they can try to soften the blow. But the bottom line is, if you all
the only reason you have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is because of George Washington Carver.
Yeah,
and the peanut butter that he created,
and the elevator that got you to this fucking this class, a black man created, and y'all stole the shit. And by the way, enjoy your peanut butter. I broke up some glass and put it in the bitch. Like, no, but you know why? Because they're scared little bitches. That's what, look, white parents and white folks are little scared little bitches. That's what they are.
Nicole A says K through 12 has prescribed curriculum. Here's the thing. In places like Virginia, Florida, a federal judge just recently shot down, I think as of today, shot down Ron DeSantis's, this motherfucker actually has.
Where woke comes to die.
Doug, he has an anti-woke bill. Oh, I'm sorry. It's called the Stop Woke Act. That's what Ron DeSantis is pushing to make law and codify in Florida. To do the same sort of things. It's like to not teach history in the right way, to make sure that the victors come out looking peachy clean. Not perfect. Oh, yeah, some things went wrong, but know what
they're also right now in Virginia, they're trying to make sure that they take Martin Luther King out of all the books. They're taking all of the people.
They want to take King Day off as a holiday.
Right. They want to take all of those things out. So they're trying to basically erase anything that they felt black people not only has done. Oh, they also want to take out, the civil rights movement, the civil rights bills. They want to take any kind of information about that out. But the fact they're trying to erase Martin Luther King, George Washington Carver, like you said, and on and on and on, it shows who they are. And that's who they are.
Now, my mom says blacks need to open their own schools. That happened in Detroit in the 60s or 70s with Northern High School strike. I to be honest, Mom, I think we're beyond that, though. I think we're past that where, I mean, like.
It won't help.
Like, well, not that it won't. It's like, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that black people need to fight for or have, that we need to establish the political power and presence to do that, because that, open our own schools is like not a realistic grand scale thing.
Right. But right now, if you look at how they're doing it pertaining to critical race theory, how they're systematically trying to make sure it's taken out of, even though it's buzzwords. They use stuff like that and Just like back in the day, they were like, the Cubans are coming to get us. They're going to come take your guns. And now they got critical race theory. They're going to teach your kids that hate themselves because they're little white kids, and the white kids can't handle it. And the black kids, fuck your feelings. Fuck your little feelings. And fuck your truth. And fuck the truth. That's what I think, because they're liars and they're little bitches.
Treehead, welcome to it. She says, stay asleep. I'm hitting snooze on you niggas.
DeSantis, but Florida, if you look at Florida, that's called death's waiting room. I mean,
well, he literally calls it where woke goes to die.
Right. I mean,
got the Stop Woke Act.
And the fact that people are buying into it. I mean, when are the Democrats and the people that are the majority, obviously the majority, because the majority beat Trump by 7 million votes. Am I right? 7 million votes. We win a lot of times a majority, but it's so skewed to some of the Republicans where it makes them look like they're the majority. That they're not. The majority of people don't feel this fucking way. Okay. And it's these kind of people right here creating racial tension, CRT. All right.
Among a sea of white people, not a black person around her.
Yeah.
She don't know a goddamn Negro.
Yeah. I mean, and when you got people like this, that we, the parents, stand up. Stop teaching critical racist theory.
Man, there's so many different expressions of evil in that picture. It's just like from right to left. It's just the woman on the left just looks like the newest model of
evil
race robot. She's just like initiating hate now.
Yeah, I mean, they're horrible. But I love this sign. I love this sign. Teach facts, not feelings. We are one race. And so we'll see.
My mother's clarifying. She says she means it was a means to protest, not necessarily opening a different school system, but they did a mighty protest. So
Nicole H, crazy right-wing trolls.
There you go. Yeah, but to the point of affecting school systems, I think there's been this long engaged but losing battle to a charter system, vouchers, all kinds of things that they've tried to call it in order to, just kind of mold the educational system into this space now,
right,
where they, and again, not Jewish people, I'm talking about cracker Nazis.
Well, we're not talking
control about that they control the narrative. You know what I mean? And from there, you can, education is key, man. It's so important.
This actually is something I had found where this is part of white supremacy. This is part of, I think,
they have a pyramid system as well.
They have a pyramid system. You didn't know that?
Oh Lord!
He said, "Oh Lord!"
And if you're bringing three people,
then you'll get
all the people they bring in.
You will get a toaster. But if you look at it, lynching, hate crimes, swastikas.
Lynching's at the top.
A KKK, the N-word, burning crosses, racial slurs, racist jokes, neo-Nazis. Now, Make America Great Again is actually part of covert white supremacy. And critical race theory is in there. You know what I'm saying? You may not see it, but it's in there.
Wait, what?
It should be in there.
No way.
Critical race theory.
Wait, you saying critical race theory should be in this as covert white supremacy?
It should be. I think it should be overt white supremacy.
Oh, well, I think critical race theory is just it's not a system.
The way that I'm sorry. It's the way they're trying to block it.
Yeah.
The way they're trying to block it is white supremacy at its best. Right. It's white people not wanting to feel their kids to feel bad or not to know the truth that your mama and your great granddaddy was a rapist, killer.
Or I mean, even just this notion that everybody has a fair shot in America, and these people just don't have, means because they're lazy or don't work hard or
They're
They
not
like to
this, they're not
dance, or
that,
they do
right?
drugs,
Or
or
the
they drink.
3/5 of a human being and
Yeah,
all that other shit
it's
that
like,
they put in there.
to even like, they don't even want to level it down to that, to understand that this country has been set up for so long to create that narrative that tells the world that America is this fair place, and it's not. It's not a fair place, and that applies to poor white people as well. It has not been a fair place to them either. The
Well,
coal miner and all that.
I
No, no, no,
disagree.
no, no, no. Like economically, right?
No,
Like you have to break it down. Like no, no, no. Then
come
why are
on,
there poor
Pedro.
white people? So then what? Wait. Okay, now
Because they're lazy.
oh God. Exactly.
Because they're lazy.
Because they're just a bunch of porch monkeys.
Because you're a bunch of
milk
fucking
monkey.
milk.
No,
You know what you are?
yeah.
You milk heathens. Don't know how to get up off your ass and pull yourself up from your bootstraps. And no, you know what? Part of me kind of really thinks that. Because you're in a society set up for you to win. You could be a fucking absolute failure. You could be a dummy and buy Twitter. You could be a dummy and get all that wealth that was basically stolen and inherited and become a super rich person without having anything that you've earned at all.
But that opportunity also was not provided to every white person.
But white people, I like white people that white people are in a society built for them to fucking succeed. They're not hampered by race. So if you're
but that doesn't mean they're not hampered. That doesn't mean they're not hampered. No. But that's a specific distinction that I'm glad you made. They are not hampered by race. They're hampered by class.
No.
I mean, that's what the 1%'s about, is having a 99% that they can feed off of.
But
and 99% of the 99% is white people. No, and that's not a true stat. But you know what I mean? Most people on welfare are white.
Right. You know why?
And that doesn't mean white people.
But they're never called lazy. They're never called sucking off the system.
But okay. So, but outside,
we're called sucking off the system.
And that's because of race. But that's because of race. But I'm saying outside of the construct of race, which you already recognized, is class. It's that most welfare recipients are white. Why? Because
they're lazy.
Because wealthy white people.
No. Okay,
wealthy
look
people
at
always need.
Read what Treehead said. Read it and weep.
Imagine being poor in a nation that was built to make you win. I'm arguing that I hear what you're saying. I'm arguing that it wasn't built to make them win. A narrative was sold to them to make them think they were supposed to win. It's called the American dream. But when you wake the fuck up, you realize that the Rockefellers, Chase, you know what I mean? All of these, the Warburgs and all of it, like the richest families in America, the founding family, it's around economics.
The multi-billionaires
and listen, the coal miners, those were white slaves, dog. Like, they weren't called this or whipped or whatever, but the work conditions were horrifying and they're deadly.
So was slavery. Fuck them.
No, my
Fuck
point,
them.
obviously, my point isn't to be comparative. It's to say that, it's to be analogous, to say that poor white people,
listen,
obviously haven't been treated. They haven't been. Hold on, they haven't been treated the same, obviously, but economically they are on our left, and that's where race comes in. Is to pit poor white people against black, brown, immigrant people to make them feel like to take their focus off the fact that it's rich white people who are making poor white people poor.
But okay, but we have the internet, and even poor dumbass hillbilly motherfuckers have it too. They know what the deal is. They buy into that white privilege. You could be the dumbest, no shoe having, crusty ass Caucasoid, and you still can get over. If you're and you could be dumb as fuck, but they prop them up. Look at some of the dummies Fucking look at our profession. Look at some of the motherfuckers as funny as a bag of dead babies, and they still get past us. And they've never been as funny as us. They haven't been as funny as us. We've been Jordan playing with the fucking flu and still dropping 60 points. And you see what I'm saying? We got to do triple for what they do. So I give them no more fucking pass. That's some bullshit. I'm talking about hillbilly motherfuckers too. I'm talking about these dudes like y'all ain't never had a tooth between none of your family. None of your family had a front tooth your whole life, but you still think you better than me because the society is built for you so you could get some front teeth, walk into an office, say your last name is, whatever, and they'll accept you. If they hear Hernandez, they might think, oh, even
that's
if
not true though. It's really not true. Like, because especially when you're talking to a medical situation, to be realistic. And wait, I don't want to skip Maya's. She says this system is built around setting a class system where race is a deciding factor, and we've been set up to be the reason for their economic condition. Shang says I'm sorry, my mother says Shang. My mother says Shang. We live in a class society. Color is used to keep us divided. I mean, and when you give that medical example, the dental example, I mean, there are a grand majority of white people who don't have access to dental, so they wouldn't be able to walk in and just drop a name and get care above anybody else. I mean, this is what the American healthcare system is about. It's it's a disservice to everybody who does not have money.
They were given land. They were given
not every white person.
Not every white person, but the majority of the bulk of the veterans that came back that were white, they were given loans, land, which builds and gets property, and the property makes them have wealth, and they get generational wealth that was handed down. Whereas the black soldiers who bled the same fucking blood on the battlefield, come back, they don't get not only that, and they get shit on. They get shit on. They don't get the loans. We don't get a 40 acres and a mule. We don't get reparations, but we have to do all of this shit, but still, nigga, get my bags, build my fucking buildings, get up there and risk your life for us. So no, I see what you're saying, and I see what you're saying, and I see that side of it. Well, hey, the poor whites, they didn't get a chance, but they have a chance even over us, and we are far better than them. And they still can slide right past us. Fucking Britney Spears.
Then ultimately, what is the reason?
Taylor Swift couldn't sing her way out of a fucking paper bag, and just because she's a white little blonde girl, she'll sell. She gets played across the stuff.
Why you pushing my buttons, dog?
I know you like Taylor Swift. If you look at Eminem, if you represent Michigan or Detroit, if you look at it, Eminem had one fucking single. He's on the cover of Rolling Stone, and it went platinum.
Eminem is talented.
Hold up, he's talented, but he had one fucking single. Method Man and Redman had a triple platinum album, and weren't the same time. So if it's just about money and sales, couldn't get on the front cover of Rolling Stone or none of them because he was played on all stations.
I think this is off topic though.
It is not off topic.
No, because like
critical race theory is they want to hide it. Critical race theory, they want to use that as the boogeyman to scare white people to think their white little kids can't handle fucking anything in the world. They're using it, and where woke comes to die. Eat a bag of dick, DeSantis. And when I see you in these streets, hands, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. It's a tough thing. I mean, I think this is where we get, this is what the construct of race is meant to do in America.
Wow, alabaster aliens.
Alabaster aliens, there you go. I think this is what this construct of race is meant to do in this society, though, is like to take the commonality away from the poor, right? So by and large, Black people have been kept poor here.
Right.
There's also a very large number of white people who have been kept poor here, to the point in which, like, they are the largest recipients of welfare.
No, they're not lazy.
Right. No, but because they are the largest recipients of welfare. So you know, I think statistically that should mean something to us, which is that there is a commonality between poor white people and a large swath of black people as well.
You think
That
so?
is a common ground. Yes, because like based on the way you've presented things, then the logical question would then be, and all jokes aside, you know, we know they're not lazy, is like, well, then why are there any poor white people? If America's completely set up for all white people to do well, then why are there any poor white people? Why isn't every white
Because
person
you know
rich as
what?
fuck?
But you know why? I shall answer your question. Because they're lazy. No, okay, I couldn't help it. Listen, the reason I think that is there's a swath. I think I'm saying it right. Of white folks that, you know, if Appalachian Mountains, a lot of them that I believe choose to not infuse themselves into their white privilege. White privilege makes people get away with all kinds of shit, even if they're not as talented, not as smart, not as capable, not as qualified. If they choose not to work that system, or to be so ignorant that they don't know that system exists, then they don't do it. Where black people there's black folks that are ignorant. I'm not saying there's not black folks that are ignorant, but there's black folks that don't get these opportunities because of race. It's period. The end. It's like, I mean, I know for a fact, man, like I just was listening to a thing about colorism. Even I got a better shot because I'm high yellow. And until they hear me talk, then they go, no, nigger, you're not
We
getting
saw your last Shangry. We're
good. And I saw you told the cops to eat your dick. But I just feel like, no, I'm joking about, I want nobody to get flagged us because with the lazy thing. Of course, all white people aren't lazy. I know that. I was being stupid and silly.
Of course.
But there are a lot of white people that have opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. They can fail. They can do most heinous stuff criminally, and they get another shot. Black people kind of don't have as many chances. So that's why I think that why is there poor white people? They haven't taken advantage of their white privilege. That's what I think. Because there's no
over
fucking
who
reason.
Though? Over who?
Of life, of society.
Okay, so you live in a West Virginia coal mine town,
right?
That's predominantly white,
and there's no way you can fucking leave,
right? Why is that? And it's poor, like it's a poor town, right? Like these are not rich ass built up towns, right? Like we know this, right? Like
no, I've done shows in those.
Yeah, your average coal mining town isn't this rich, bustling metropolis, right? These are, middle to, lower middle class people working hard every day, paycheck to paycheck, risking their lives in these mines. What? Yeah. Why? Who are they supposed to exert their white privilege over in that scenario?
In society.
But they're in society. That's their part of society.
Where?
So they should go to New York and become.
They should. Well, I don't want them coming to New York. Fuck that.
Well, no. I'm saying like, but no. It's a poor town.
Yeah.
You're in this poor mining town,
and there's no TV or no internet to let them know.
No. I mean, out where though, dog? Like, where do you go? Like, where do you go to make more money as, possibly a high school educated West Virginian third generation coal miner? Like, who do you step over to get where? Like, there's no niggas in your town to oppress. You know what I mean? It's like you're all just a bunch of poor ass white people. Who made them poor? Rich white people made them poor.
Okay, what about what Treehead said?
The only white people I know who are poor have never tried to not be poor. Yeah. I mean, I think once we step out of our individual experiences, like Treehead, I would hope that you would be able to admit that you don't know enough white people for that to mean anything on a societal scale. I don't know. None of us know enough people to be like, well, I don't know anybody who. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Like, none of us know enough people for
that's fucked up,
that
man.
to be significant, right? So
that's fucked up.
But I get what you're saying. But that's also like just a condition of being poor. That's like part of the cycle of poverty is you don't see opportunities outside of it, whether you're white, black, or whatever. Because I'm from Detroit, and I know a bunch of niggas that stay broke because they always stay broke, and they never thought about not being broke or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we could apply that to any impoverished person, and it would have nothing to do with their skin. It has to do with the economic condition. And I think so I'm never the one who's saying that racism isn't real or race isn't what I'm saying is race is a construct within classism to keep poor people fighting each other rather than focusing on the rich.
Okay, no, the elites. I agree with you. The elites obviously have us by separating us by race and separating us by class and stuff, make us fight while they keep taking all the money up top. I agree with you. But I feel like the average white person, and I mean subpar motherfucking white person, if they get an opportunity, they can excel, even though they don't meet the expectations of that, where they excel to, because of their skin color, because they're white. Period. The end. It's not even, and I don't mean all white people. You say, well, what about the hillbillies? What the hillbilly people up in Virginia Hills and the ones way up there? Even they know they can come to town. They can come to town. They can see stuff. We see stuff. Look at that. That's a TV. They know what's up. I think that white people know what's up.
But there's a thing. There's a thing though. They might come there and think that, but not feel comfortable. Like I see, man.
Welcome to our world.
I see it in Beverly Hills all the time. But that's the commonality that I'm talking about. Because in Beverly Hills all the time, you get Midwestern white folks, Southerners who come in, they're like, man, this is we weren't quite expecting I didn't even realize that. Well, you guys do it. California's just didn't. It's like it's a different world to them, and it's still a white world out here, but it's not their white world. It's not their white world.
I see what you're saying.
So there are different white worlds, just like there are different black worlds. But that's the construct of class, though. We're into this. We could probably get into this on a whole nother thing the other day. See, mediocrity ain't enough, Queen B. You can't explain that whole situation with one word. That ain't what it is. It's not what it is.
Okay, well, you know what? They're not lazy.
Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, I've seen them, Nicole. I've served them, and they'd be like, well, dang, we thank y'all for your cement pond. And I'm like, sir, that's a puddle on the sidewalk. Please put your pants back on.
Okay, last thing before we get up out of here. Poor whites are pitted against people of color as the reason they're poor. Then they're dumb.
If
they're not lazy, they're dumb. If you think we're the reason that you're fucking poor, you're dumb.
Well, it goes back to
you're ignorant.
But it goes back to one of our earlier topics about the importance of the influence of education. So if these people have been told this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's what they're gonna believe.
Well,
whatever we're indoctrinated with is what we believe too.
And
ours just happens to be true.
Is real.
Ours just happens to be true.
And critical race theory is not indoctrination of children. It's what it is critical race theory is basically being having a critical eye on how society has racism and in the laws and the way they govern and everything else. It's part of the fabric of America. So the fact they're trying to erase it and act like it don't exist, they can suck a bag of dicks. They can suck. No, I'm telling you, know what? Fuck it. Let's go with it. Let's go. They can suck 5 universes of dicks if they think that that's okay. So critical race theory is since they're trying to make it the boogeyman and they're trying to say where woke comes to die. And being woke is not you being so persnickety that everything bothers you, but you still have to be aware. Yeah, yes, I use that word. That you got to be aware of your surroundings, know what's up, and you have to be woke. And if black people aren't woke, there's a lot of coon cage ass niggas out there that aren't woke enough to realize when they getting dicked down by a racist.
Yeah.
like Herschel Walker, who I can't, man, you see him, you didn't see this dancing video?
I don't think so.
He don't want to talk about policy, but he wants to do the moonwalk while he's at one of his fucking rallies.
Oh, no.
And the rally was nothing but, you know, cracker barrels.
Yeah,
buffoonery. It was buffoonery. It was like it was buffoonery, and he's got a shot at winning Georgia, which will make it harder for them in the fucking.
And I'll be boycotting Peaches for an infinite amount of time.
Yeah, but I do like those Atlanta girls though. Watch
out now. Shangry Dangry, man, get us up out of here, bro.
Hey, but before I get us up out of here, let me tell you something. This pyramid shit is real. I don't know if y'all know that or not.
If you buy in right now at this level,
money. And that's what hillbillies can do. They can always buy into this shit. All right, Savage AF, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right.
All right.
All right. Everything gonna be all right. Now make sure that you subscribe and do this. Click the bell. Quit being an asshole and click the goddamn bell so you get a reminder. Also, make sure you give us some thumbs up. Go to the channel. When you make sure you go to the channel, make sure you do that. Oh, my Shangry is gonna be very quick. And it's just, I'm yelling at black folks. This is my thing. This is not, I know you always say, he's always going on the crackers. Why is he always mean to him? Well, I'm yelling at black folks.
This is for my.
Whoa. I know that you guys are probably thinking, what in the wide world of fuck are you talking about? Listen, when I say cash rules everything around me, dollar bill, y'all, is the only way we're gonna get equality. I realize now is money. The only and to get our own shit. To get our own shit, we can do this all day, and they still ain't gonna give a fuck about us. We can do this all day, and they can try like, oh, yeah, that's beautiful. They don't give a fuck. We got to get the moolah, the cash, the green. They respect that. And we got to get our own green. We got to start opening our own black banks because instead of Black Lives Matter, I got a new thing I want to start saying. Black unity matters. And we need more black folks to get it together and get that bread and make sure that we build on our own shit. Own your own shit. Own your own fucking communities. Own your own stuff. I mean, we've tried to, integration and try to work with them, but we need this. We need to absolutely positively start getting our own shit. Now, I believe it. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard this. She was actually, Tupac's mother was actually an activist. And I love this, where she says, you can kill a revolution, but you can kill a revolutionary, but you cannot kill a revolution. We need a financial revolution in this country for black folks. Yeah, that's right. You heard me, motherfuckers.
Dollar bill, y'all.
We need money. We need as much money as possible to go back into our community because our money goes out of our community faster than any other community. If you look at Jewish communities, the money circles back into the community. If you look at most white communities, money circles back into the community. Asian communities, same thing. So I just really do think that we need to get that bread, baby. Get that
that quan, man.
Get the quan, baby. So what I suggest to you, and when you get that quan, please put it back into the community. Like right now, what I'm going to start doing is Pedro known I've been doing this shit for a long time. The bulk of the people that I fuck with to bring them up, not only in the comedy clubs and money wise, is to get as many black people who are in the same business and work with them, long as they're qualified. They got to be qualified too. So I want to make sure that and this is not, see, this thing is with white folks, before I get up out of here, they think if I'm bigging up my people, I'm putting down their people.
Nope.
No, I'm bigging up my people so they have a fucking shot at this thing we call life. And that's what we need to do. So I know that y'all think that, you can't be too money hungry. You can't be that. But we do need to get as much money as possible to circle back into the black communities. And for the people that don't know that, now you know. And I'm telling you.
If you don't know, now you know, y'all.
There you go.
That's what it is, man.
That's what it is.
That's your Shangry for today. That's your show for today. Savage AF.
Unity!
I'm not sure about my schedule tomorrow, man. I might not be able to do the show. I'll confirm in the morning. But either way, man.
Because I know you said you might be bouncing out.
Yeah. But that being said, either way, man, we will be back with you guys. You know that we ain't going nowhere.
3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank y'all for supporting us, and thank y'all for checking out the show consistently. And we got our regulars. We appreciate it. Also, if you happen to be in Sacramento, California this Saturday, boom, I will be in the Guild Theater. No, I won't be built like that. I'm built more like a pear. But if you get a chance, make sure you come down, check out the show. It's at the Guild Theater. We're running out of tickets. This might be my second weekend sold out. So
let's
third, no, because not this past weekend, because it got canceled, but the one before that. So make sure you sell it out Saturday, November 19th at the Guild Theater. Go to my website, I Am Shang. You can get tickets through my website. Make sure you do that. Also, this weekend, this Friday, I will be at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, California on the 10 o'clock show. And in Long Beach, California, I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, California, 7 p.m. show, 7:30 show. So I'll be on both those shows if you live in those areas. Just want to let y'all know.
Y'all. That's right. All right, man. We'll be back at y'all.
All right. We out.
Keep your finger out your nose.